Alrighty, what you just saw there was the scrap metal with no wire at all. Seems I had a little bit more than I thought, so I still have to put in wire. And also that axle that's laying on the ground. That axle is about 40 kilos, and you could see by the size of my foot compared to it. And take into account that that's actually solid steel, the whole lot of that. Yeah, she's pretty heavy, so... yeah, the wind is going like hell. I don't know if you can see the trees moving there. It's really going like hell, so I'm not going to take it in today because the day's getting on a bit. I still haven't had lunch yet, and well, the wind had just about pushed me off the road, I think. So anyway. Alrighty, that pipe you saw there before, next to my foot, that was a 6-inch copper pipe. Not joking, pretty big stuff. I also saw some, well, actually unloaded some 1-inch thick plasterboard. Quite intriguing. They brought it all in to the upper level with the crane, and we unloaded the lot, and my gosh, there was a lot of stuff to unload. Yeah. Anyway, I bought this pressure cooker probably, oh god, like a year and a half ago, and I got all these, where is he here, chicken on the cheap. Now, when I get chicken, the cheapest I can usually get it, they usually want about $4 a kilo. The cheapest I can usually get it is about $3.50 a kilo. There it is. 2.1 kilo, $4. That's less than $2 a kilo. I think they must have had the apprentice doing the markdowns this week. So yeah, I ended up getting 3 chickens, but well, you know, me being me, busy working and hating dishes with a passion, I sort of haven't washed them too, and if I did put it in there, I'd have to cut it up and blah blah blah, and I've got an aluminium pot there on the big cooker, but I want to keep that for showers in future. And I've got another aluminium pot, but it's come from outside and it's got a bit of dirt in it. And here I was with this thing sitting here for the last year and a half, and I finally thought I might open it. You know, I bought the thing, and this is the first time I've actually opened the box, and it'll be the first time I used it. So I've been reading the instructions and whatnot, and yeah. You know, you cook a bit of chook, and the other ones I put in the freezer over my parents' place, and see how we go. Oh, pressure cooker, eh? I can get a whole chook and drop it straight in that thing. There's I can tell you that some chicken was harmed in the making of this meal. Just a bit of a disclaimer there. Not gonna lie. Well, I could have gone and played around doing dishes, but who wants to do something stupid like that? So I got stuck into all this. This is more wire gangles and whatnot that are have been under the plum trees for a long time. Now, just watch your speaker, because you might get affected by wind in a second, but I'm going to show you what it was like here when my uncle had died and I come to clean the place up. This was what most of the place was like. Watch this. Watch your speaker. Absolutely glorious, isn't it? Imagine that. Well, you know, there was a truck there with stuff underneath. There was even cabinets sitting over there on the other side of the driveway, stuff full of plastic bags. Behind that truck there was a whole mass of stuff. That's the old green Ford. You know, there's even stuff coming out of the ground still. Like there, for instance. What I've noticed recently, I've still got to get rid of this one here. I got that post out actually, and then I found behind the box saw there, which I want to trim. You see a little sod there. I trimmed it once before. It's all come back from the base. I found that. I never even knew I had that. That's a big root off something, and that one there. That'll be going in the firewood. Oh, this one here is too rotten to worry about. He actually went and put chooks in here at one stage, and there's a bit of the shelter he had for the chooks and whatnot. But yeah, I've got to continue to clean up all this stuff here. My father has suggested towing some of this out. I found that the other one wasn't terribly deep. I'm not saying it was shallow either, but I ended up... This was alright, it was just sitting on the surface. This, however, we ripped up all the grass. Because it was all underground. Yeah. But anyway, that's what I've been getting into. I clipped out all this stuff. You wouldn't believe it. There's like a whole... Hang on, watch your microphone again. Speaker again. It's not too windy. Look, it's like a flipping tram handle. Not tram, pram. Baby's pram handle stuck in there. The flipping tree swallowed it alive. Here you can tell there's been wire around. That's just your tree gives you that sort of a thing. A lot of this is actually rotten and that, so that's all pretty low to the ground. So I may decide to trim that for the purposes of trying to preserve the health of the tree. I don't know if you can see that. There you can. Yeah. Of course, a lot of old bits of scrap metal and crap. All those come up from underneath the mesh and everything. I've got to do it under the plum tree there as well. You might be able to see. Not the plum, the fig. Big bit there. There's a big gangle under there, which I did pull a little bit out of, but I probably should get right stuck into it, even if it hurts a bit of the fig tree there. But oh, in actual fact, hang on a minute, I've got to skip through all of the crap here. Got more figs coming up. I don't know why. Well, I suppose it's just that time of the season, but figs are coming. Yeah, same deal again here. I had a lot of a particular little shitty lemon weed. It's like these little burrs that was underneath this, and I was trying to spray it all through the mesh and all that, so I'm going to have a go at all this. This is what I'm going to be concentrating on. I don't think I'll get the house roof done this year, because I sort of do want to concentrate on this. Now that I understand the techniques and methods of how to untangle this and go about it, basically you get stuck into your big heavy stuff and clip all that off, and then you can slide your timber out. And sometimes you need to get like a claw hammer, because that's actually nailed into that, and you get a claw hammer in. Once you get all your wood out, you give your post a bit of a thump with a sledgehammer, or the back of the log splitter in this case, and the rest is just, you tend to lift up a lot of dirt, which isn't bad in the summer because the clay breaks up easily, the grass is all dead so it's not as strong, and you know, the roots aren't live anymore so they'll break up easily, and yeah, you can sort of make a go of it. But yeah, I'm going to get to the bits I can get to easily, particularly around this house, just to clean this house up once and for all. It'll look lovely, and it does look already quite a lot nice. I mean, all this crap here, there's actually two layers, you see one there underneath and this other one on top. We're both hanging in here with a whole heap of netting and a whole heap of old plastic bags. You know, and now, once I get rid of those plastic bags, it's actually going to look nice, you know, and hopefully the grass will come back, and yeah, it's a very old water tank, like an IBC one, but that's actually riveted. Old school, steam train style, 1800 style. And I use that to store all my pots in that I never actually use. Anyway, yeah.